Hello, boardwalkers, and welcome back to the Country Boardwalk Studios. It's November 1st, 2024, and I thought today I would share with you a closer look at my Canson watercolor 30-page 9 by 12 inch or 22.9 times 30.5 centimeter, 140 pound, 300 GSM cold press watercolor sketchbook of this past month's Inktober and Birdtober 2024 paintings and sketchings. Let me advise you ahead of time, do not try to do 2 monthly challenges at the same time. Do not stress yourself out with doing that. I put a little extra added pressure on myself trying to do 2 challenges when I should have just chose 1. But I've done Inktober quite a number of years. I think this past year, or this year, was my 3rd or 4th time to do the challenge. Whereas with Birdtober here, this was my first year to do Birdtober. And I don't know why it was my first year, because when I got started with doing watercolors back in 2019, around this time, birds were the first subject that I learned how to do with watercolor and sketching. So, everybody knows mostly about Inktober, but Birdtober is hosted each October by Andrea Holmes, a wonderful artist. I believe she's a mural artist, and this past month she painted her 31 birds on 31 different businesses in her hometown of Texas. So I will put a link to her website and her Instagram account so you guys can check out Birdtober and get ready to do Birdtober next year. I'm already looking forward to Birdtober next year. I think I'm going to probably do Birdtober next year instead of Inktober. But we'll wait and see how that happens. This is one of the Birdtober paintings, and I'll put it in the book here in a minute where it goes. But if you've noticed, I have a little pencil drawing here. I'm thinking in an upcoming video showing you guys how I go about painting this little bird. But let me find my paper, and we'll slide this one in where he goes. We'll pull out this sheet of paper, and we'll get this one set up here to go. But if you're, while we're doing that setup, if you're new to my channel, I'm CB Mac, and on this channel, I do tutorials of plein air painting with watercolor, gouache, ink, graphite, and colored pencils. And I like to do some art supply reviews every once in a while. If you're enjoying this channel, could I ask you to please subscribe to my channel? Tap that thumbs up like button, share this video, and click on that bell icon so you can receive notifications for my upcoming videos. It does make a very huge difference in the growth and the support of my channel. And I thank you guys the 42 or 43 of you who are subscribers already. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right, so let's get going through this sketchbook. Now, this is a 9 by 12 sketchbook, and it had 30 pages. So on one of these pages, I've done 2 Inktober paintings or sketchings with the ink. And then on the Birdtober, I did the one bird. And then at the start here, you saw that other bird, which was done on a different sheet of paper. It's done on the Strathmore 500 series paper. Okay, so for day 1, Inktober, we had the backpack. And this is that actual backpack that I carry on my plein air travels. And that, we've got this blue jay. And this blue jay I just went in with the paint. I didn't even worry about trying to draw it. I was trying to loosen up and be loose with my painting. But he turned out pretty good, I think. Day 2 is our Inktober Discover. And on my Inktober ones, I use a set of Faber-Castell Pitt artist pens. They come in gray and they come in different tips. This is the small tip, but they come in like the chisel brush and the paint tip brush. All right, so we've got Discover. We've got the American Robin. Day 3 is Boots and our Eastern Bluebird. Day 4 is Exotic. And the Belted Kingfisher. The Belted Kingfisher is one of my favorites because of his spiky hair. He was a favorite one that everybody liked when I posted him on my Instagram account. And this was the first day that I've actually figured out how to do gorgeous blendings on this stump. Let me show you up close here. If you'd like me to do a video on how to achieve this texture on doing stumps and trees, or doing the texture for the feathers, post a comment. Post a texture comment in the description below, and that'll let me know to make a video on how to do this tree texture and feather texture video, if you guys would like. Day 5 was another popular one with this stump with our Northern Mockingbird. And we've got the Inktober binoculars. Day 6 was Trek. And that was my first time to actually do a figure drawing in ink. I've done it in pencil before, and I've done it, you know, with pencil and then painting the watercolor on it. But to do the ink was a little bit challenging. And there's the backpack again. I incorporated that back in there. I'm thinking maybe of using this for a logo, maybe, if I can. Birdtober's the red-winged blackbird, and he's sitting on a cattail. It was the first time for me to paint a cattail, and I am super pleased with how that one turned out also. Day 7 was Passport, and I decided to do various passports related to my family or places that I have been. So we've got the Irish passport, the American passport, the Hungarian passport, the Japanese passport, and then I decided to just do a world citizen passport because I love traveling. Although I haven't been able to do much traveling lately. We've got the Northern Cardinal for day 7. We move on to day 8, which was hike. And I felt like I'd end up doing the same thing as I did on the past Inktober one, the one trek. I thought they were so much alike and I didn't want to do a repeat, so I decided to do a American football, where your center hikes the ball to the quarterback. So, just change it up a bit. Birdtober is our great blue herring, and I've done a great blue herring before. So that one was pretty familiar and easy to do. Day 9, we've got the sun. And this one is a little bit more toward the abstract design, which is, I don't do abstracts very much, but I was pretty pleased with how this one turned out. Birdtober, we've got the ruby crested kinglet. Day 10, we have nomadic. And the black crested titmouse. And day 10 was also my birthday. I also have a art supplies birthday haul video that I'm going to be trying to do in a couple of weeks. So we'll see how that goes. You'll get to see all the different new supplies I've got. I think I've got a couple of new palettes, ceramic palettes, that I'm going to try and show you guys. Day 11 is snacks, and these are my various snacks that I enjoy. Peaches, apples, cashews, mixed nuts, cherries. These are supposed to be potato chips. A wedge of cheese, and then the various pretzels that I like. The pretzel sticks, the pretzel chips, and the regular pretzels. We've got the barn swallow. We've got day 12 is remote and house finch. And I love doing the house finch because it gives me a chance to use one of my favorite colors, the quinacridone rose or the permanent rose. We've got day 13 is horizon. And this is a real simple sketching of the front yard, the field, out toward those trees. Carolina wren. Carolina wren is one that I have painted multiple times, so that one was a pretty easy one for me to do. Day 14 is Rome. An American crow. Day 15 is guidebooks and the red-headed woodpecker. And I've done a red-headed woodpecker before, so this one seemed really easy to do. Not as challenging. Day 16 was grungy. Now this one was tough because I was trying to figure out what to do for grungy. I even had to look up the definition to make sure that I was doing something that would fit into that. So, and our white-winged dove. This was a popular bird that everyone liked, and I'm pretty sure it's because of this texture. This is that texture that I was talking about maybe doing a video on showing you how I got that texture and did the texture. Day 17 is journal. And these are a couple of my favorite types of watercolor journals that I like. And the great-tailed grackle. It looks like he's got an attitude with the way he's standing, and it looks. Day 18 is drive and the house sparrow. Day 19 is the ridge and the brown pelican. Pelicans are another bird that is pretty easy for me to get done. I've done those a couple of times too. Here's another favorite. Day 20, the greater roadrunner. He was very challenging to try and get the texture and the colors right on the neck. And then we've got Uncharted for Inktober. Day 21 is the rhinoceros and the rufous hummingbirds. Day 22 is camp and the green jay. Day 23 is rust and our painted bunting. Day 24 is expedition. And on this expedition one, I thought I'd throw in a humorous little thing of an expedition, a Ford Expedition car going on an expedition. So that's why there's a car in there. American goldfinch is our bird. Oh, here was a fun one. Now this is supposed to be inspired by Wizard of Oz, the Scarecrow, but I'm not sure if he looks kind of like that happy scarecrow. He looks a little bit scarier for day 25. We also have the cedar waxwing. Day 26 is camera and the red-tailed hawk. And day 27 was artist's choice, and I did the Mississippi warbler. And then day 27 for Inktober was the road. Day 28, I decided to put the jumbo elephant in. And we have the violet green swallow. He's another one that I enjoyed doing. Not sure that I got the blending right on my greens and blues, but he was a fun one to draw. Day 29 is Navigator and the roseated spoonbill. Another bird to do with that quinacridone rose colors. Day 30 is Violin and the scaly-naped pigeon. And day 31 is Landmark and Burrowing Owl. And I see I don't have those labeled, so I need to label those. But that brings us to the end of my sketchbook tour. And I hope you really enjoyed it. I will put some affiliated links for the paintbrushes and maybe the Pitt artist pens. I'll also put the link to Andrea Holmes' website and Instagram where you can check out and see what Birdtober's all about. Please feel free to post any comments, especially the comments of the word texture in the description, so I know that you guys want me to do that video coming up. I do read each and every comment, and I do try to answer every question. You also can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I have really enjoyed sharing my sketchbook of Inktober drawings and the Birdtober watercolor paintings. Look forward to seeing you guys again next week, Boardwalkers. Goodbye for now.